right, so this is going to be a general, whoop, just lost a card. So this is going to be a general tarot reading for the collective, as always. Take only what resonates, leave the rest. And with that, we will get started as soon as I finish shuffling. And weird, I did have a card pop out. I'm not sure if it's relevant to the reading, but we'll keep this in mind that Seven of Cups did fall out while I was shuffling and trying to get the intention set for this. So I'm just gonna continue shuffling for a second here. So with that, let's get started. All right, Spirit, what do we have for the collective? What do we need to know? All right, so right away we had the Star in reverse, the Sun, Nine of Wands, Two of Wands, and Empress. Interesting. Spirit, can I get some clarity around the Nine of Wands? Two cards. Five of Wands, Queen of Wands, and reverse. Okay. Hello. Judgment. Judgment also came out in my last reading. Spirit, can I get something about the Empress? Who's making a decision here? Ten of Wands. It's about finances, because we have Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Thank God it's not a love reading for once. This is awesome. Oh, it is! Fuck you! Are you kidding me? Just as I was saying this wasn't a love reading, we've got Two of Cups in reverse. Damn it. So, fine. Fine. Love reading. Okay, so, right away, somebody feels like they can't get their wishes, what they wish for in life. Somebody's feeling like there's some kind of block, or at least up to this point has felt like there's been some kind of block for somebody getting their Sun moment. Sun is the happiest card in the deck. In between the Star and the Sun, we had Nine of Wands. So this is somebody who's come through a number of hurdles, kind of like been beaten to shit with everything that's been happening in their life, but somebody is getting their karma. That's I think the heart of the reading over here. Somebody's due for their good karma. So somebody has been kind of like in the trenches. I'm seeing like a lot of like somebody just kind of like doing the same thing over and over and over again and not getting their rewards. Whether that's, you know, working your butt off at work and like not getting your, whether it's a bonus or, you know, getting whatever it is that you've been working towards. There's almost like this, there's just like this barrier for whatever it is that you're working towards, not getting off the ground yet. And what's interesting, though, is we go from the Nine of Wands to the Ten of Wands down here. And we've also got Two of Wands. So there's going to be some kind of choice that's coming up. Whoever you are, you're in this Empress mode, which means you are actively manifesting what it is that you would like to happen next in your life. So we're going from Nine of Wands to Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands, this is kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. At least that's how I always view this card. This is somebody who, you know, is kind of might be walking away from a situation because it's too difficult. So there might be some kind of choice when it comes to a job. You're trying to evaluate, you know, do I stay? Do I go? Like, what am I doing here? Also, we've got Nine of Pentacles. So nine of Pentacles, when it's upright, this is the luxury card. This is feeling like you're comfortable, you're stable, you have everything that you need. You're kind of like leaning into all of the prosperity and abundance that's come your way, whether that's like buying nice stuff, nice clothes, nice handbags, nice shoes, doesn't matter. Jewelry, it could be anything. Nice cars. You've got some kind of abundance here. But what's interesting though is it's almost as if like your perspective is shifting. It's almost as if like having all of these material things is not making you happy. Because with all of the cards that are on the table right now, like I said, you're not feeling fulfilled. You're not feeling like you have what it is that you need to be happy. There's no cups on the table yet, minus the Two of Cups, but we'll get there. But you don't have what it is that you feel will make you happy. You know, you've got all these things that are going for you, which is great. I mean, as much as it's been hard as hell, you've probably been working a lot of overtime, you know, taking on a lot of side projects, side hustles. You know, this could be multiple positions at different places. This could be multiple jobs, part-time work, side work. You're in this place where you almost had to kind of go within. Like, it's almost like you're depleted by doing all of this work. All of this work has left you depleted. You are having a really hard time moving forward. It's almost like you're over all of the conflict. You're over how hard it is to get to where you'd like to be. You're waiting for something to come in, whether this is a partnership in business or this is there's this waiting for something to come in that's going to make you happy. Two of Cups is not always a relationship card. So for those of you that the relationship piece might or might not resonate with, just kind of toss that one to the side. So, because there is a second meaning here for Two of Cups. So this could be partnership with another person. This could be finding a mentor. This could be finding somebody who's going to give you the insight on how to move forward. Which is something that it looks like you've been looking for. Spirit, what's the ultimate outcome? What is it that's going to come in next? How's this person going to get their sun moment? Oh, that's rough. Yeah. Yep. You've been putting in a lot of effort and you're not getting what it is that you feel would make you feel content. You have, like, you're stable, but not happy. King of Wands energy, Hierophant, Queen of Swords. Now that's an interesting combo. So Hierophant is all about being in alignment with yourself. So you might be struggling right now to kind of balance that divine masculine, divine feminine piece internally. So balancing your feminine and masculine energies. So there's almost like you're in alignment with your path in life, but in terms of being able to get what you want, it's almost like you have to go within and do some shadow work, which is hard to say because you're depleted because of everything that you're doing right now. So I'm not sure if you have any kind of journaling habits or if there's like any kind of way that you can sit down and kind of get to a point where you're feeling a little bit more clear about what it is that you want. But you definitely have a lot of passions. There are things that you like, but there's still this need to balance between, I'm getting a sense of like there's this need to balance like a masculine and feminine aspect. It's almost as if, like, if you're in survival mode usually makes people a little bit more abrasive, a little bit more cutthroat. And I'm not saying cutthroat just because the Queen of Swords is here, but I feel like when you're in a survival mode, there's not as much time for you to be warm, welcoming, nurturing to both yourself and to others. So there is this need to kind of take a break. And the reason why I say that is because everything that you've been doing on a personal level hasn't been panning out. As much as you've got, like I said, the material wealth, because Nine of Pentacles is here. There's no freaking cups on the table. There's nothing that's bringing you like that sense of like internal fulfillment, like that pride, like, not pride, what's the word? Like, you're not happy. You're not happy. You're looking for your new beginning and you don't know what it is. Again, I put my deck down upside down, so I already saw that the Fool was there. But you don't know how to move forward. Spirit, how do we, what's my advice for the person that's watching this? We'll take that. Sweet results await. Okay, so there is something good that's coming. We don't know what it is, but it's almost like a hang in there, because like the Nine of Wands is not happy energy to be in, and neither is the Ten of Wands. They both kind of suck, because like you've gone through all these trials and tribulation. Like each wand, consider it a hurdle, right? So you've gone through all of these hurdles and you're still standing. So I have to give you credit there. And like, you know, you've amassed a lot of stability for yourself. Like, you know, you're able to pay the bills, make sure that things are done on time. Like, you know, like your checkbooks are balanced. Like you've got, and I know nobody uses a checkbook, but bear with me. Like you've got all of these things like under control. Like it's almost as if like, and if anything, that might be the balance between the masculine and the feminine. And I'm not talking about genders. I'm talking about, and I know that people kind of get fussy about things, however it is that I say them, but it's not so much about the gendered aspect. It's it's almost like it's not miserly. It's like you're, everything that's gotten you to this point has been through survival, and like everybody telling you hard work and dedication and doing what you need is going to get you happiness, but it hasn't. You might be in the right line of work, but there's something here that needs to shift, because like I said, you're probably in the right line of work. It's not that the type of work needs to change. It might be like the internal messaging, like what it is that you're telling yourself needs to change, because the Hierophant is all about alignment of mission, vision, goals, like your long-term, like your path in life. All of those things are set, but there's something here that's off. Time for a beginner's mindset. Yeah, you need to be looking at things in a different way, right? So if your goal is to be happy, and okay, so I'm getting like something channel here that's probably very specific, but just follow me for this example, right? And if this resonates, great. If it doesn't, okay. It's just an example. But if you're working your butt off at work 9 to 5, 9 to 9, like whatever your hours look like. If you're stumbling from one position to the next, if you do multiple shifts at different places, like you're not making time to nurture the connections that you have with other people, which is something that would be a little bit more feminine, right? Is like that social building aspect. Like you're not, it's like you're doing everything that you can to just build a legacy, like have what you need, continue feeling stable, get all of the, all of your ducks in a row, like meet all these milestones in life. But if you're not taking time to embrace the happy moments that are around you, or like take a break, if you're not going on lunch breaks, frickin' take your lunch breaks. If you're not, like you have to do things. There's another path here that you're being asked to look at. There's something else here that you could be doing differently. Doesn't have to be a change in position, doesn't have to be a change in your work ethic, but there is something that you could be doing more of that would bring you happiness. And then there's 2 other cards here. Now is a lucky time. Overcome any obstacle. And what's interesting is it's like I said, it's like you're barreling through, right? Like just blindly, like head down, like let me just work my way through all of this, everything will be fine. Like yes, you can overcome every obstacle, but if you're not leaning into the things that are going well for you, like if somebody invites you out to a party, like the holidays are coming up, like don't work on days off, don't do things that would be detrimental to your mental health, because like you're so tapped out. And like I know that it's almost counterintuitive, right? Like you're burnt the hell out, and I'm over here telling you to be social, but it's almost as if you can find that like that sweet spot for being able to toggle both, which I think goes back to that like toggling the toggling like the masculine and feminine energies. If you can do that, like you're going to be able to lean in on everything that's going well for you right now. So if somebody does invite you out, go have fun, go do the things that you would like to do that make you happy. Because like I said, there's not, other than, again, so 2 of Cups doesn't have to be a romantic person or partnership. This could just be like making time for other connections. Like there are people around you that find value in you, because like again, like you're over here working your butt off, like you like everything's going well for you, you can manifest whatever it is that you want, but it's almost like you're ignoring the fact that there's like it's almost like I'm picturing like blinders. It's almost as if like you don't see that there's this other path that you could take that would make you happy. You might be somebody that's stubborn too, because not a single cup came out on like on the back end when I'm asking about, where are things going? Like what's coming up next? Like not a single cup came out, because, and I think that's important. It's almost like the universe isn't going to tell you what the hell's coming next until you at least heed some of this stuff. Sweet results await. Now is a lucky time for a beginner's mind, and you can overcome any obstacle. You have everything that you need to be successful. You really do. Because wands are all about creative energy. It's about having the inspiration and the know-how to do something. I know that swords are more of like the logical card, like being able to discern what it is that you want, advocate for yourself, but it's almost like you have the wherewithal and the resources to find this like the way that you could be doing things that will bring you happiness. So all I ask is that like you think about that, because you are actively in a manifesting mode. So I'm gonna say it, and it might not be fun to hear, but if you're unhappy right now, it's almost because you're not doing what you could be doing to make yourself happy. It's almost like you're blocking your own prosperity. Not the material wealth stuff, the happiness stuff. You might be blocking your own happiness, which is hard. So if you're burnt out, take some time to rest, but lean into connections, because I feel like there's almost like this sense of like you might be neglecting your connections. You might be working so hard that like that you're not leaning into people that are reaching out to you. Like I said, like you're not taking breaks, like whether it's like the 15 minutes to talk to somebody if you are in the office, if you are in an office environment. I know most people are remote now, but, or if somebody reaches out via social media, like chat them up. Like you're on the right path. There's just something that you're not doing right now. Yeah. So I'm hoping that this helps. I'm gonna grab one more. Yeah, high review. Actually, no, I definitely shuffled that, because this also came out in my last reading. You have to view things from a different perspective. And when you do, that's when things will start to shift. Well, when you see it from a different perspective and you start taking action. Because the longer I sit here and do this reading for whatever energy I'm tapped into, this is definitely somebody who's a little bit more stubborn. Because like I said, you've been in this survival mode. And now that you're stable, you can, like I said, kind of backpedal or find that balance between being in survival mode and worrying about your stability, but then also having fun, letting your softer side come out, because that's another aspect about the Empress card, is she's supposed to be nurturing and softer, because it's not the Emperor. The Emperor's a very abrasive energy. So you do have, like I said, sweet, nurturing, sweet stuff's coming. So the Sun's on the table, so it's not like you're being negatively judged and you can't have something that's going to make you happy. It's just you're going about it the wrong way. So whoever this is for, I hope that this gave you some clarity that you were looking for. And if you're stubborn, I hope that this is the message that you needed to realize that there might be something that you have to change. But with that, if you are interested in personal services, I do offer personal tarot readings. I have a number of other services and goodies in my shops. Feel free to click around and you'll find information wherever it is that you find me. And with that, I hope that you take the advice and hope that things get better. And I hope that you find that fulfillment that you're looking for. And I think that it's going to come through your connections with others, and kind of stepping away from this survival mindset. So like I said, take care, good luck, and yeah, have a good weekend.